As parents, where has our morals and ethics gone in raising these kids? The reason why I bring up that issue is because you see a lot of kids out here running amok. You know, kids as young as 8, trying to call the shots on their parents. And sometimes the parents just allowing them to do what they're supposed to do. You understand? And you can't comment on how parents raise their kids because that's like a little dangerous. That's very dangerous to comment on and or try to butt your nose in. But they have a lot of parents out here who they let the kids do what they want as young kids, and then when the kids grow up and authorities start to set in, they can't acclimate well to not doing what they're supposed to do, basically getting their way. The kids don't really know. A lot of these kids out there don't know how to cook, clean, fend for themselves because they were babied up into the age of 20. They got some grown ass people out there like that. And I always tell people, I tell people all the time that you can't blame the kids. Eventually, you gotta start blaming the parents. You understand? If a young lady is a terrible fucking wife, don't really look at her. Look at the parents. Look at the mother situation. Look at the father. Look at the whole family situation. If the son, the husband, boyfriend is terrible, you gotta look at the situation. The problem is that as people, I'm not too sure we forgot how it feels to walk around morally and ethically not right, but walk around with a standard. You understand? Same way how some people you notice how some people have families that are just deep in incarceration, deep in teen pregnancy, you know, deep in mental illness. Eventually, these are things that you have to take hold of and try to make right. You understand? If you see a certain issue, you may see as someone a certain issue, or your daughter, you need to curb that shit from young. You understand? Curb it from young. The more you curb it, the better, the better it's gonna be in the long run. It saves you issues in the long run. I know a lot of parents my age who their sons are incarcerated, you understand, and they said that's the biggest thing that hurts them. And I asked one of my homegirls one day, I said, if you could do something different, what would you do? She said, would have raised them better. I'm like, shit, that's deep. You understand? But she understands now because she's trying not to raise her little son that way. She understands now, you know, and just speaking to her a lot and, seeing the pain that she go through, because she never wanted that for her son. It was always yeah, you could do this, you could do that. But then as she got older, she couldn't control it no more. When a father tried to step in, when a father told her from young, we got to bust this boy ass, the father busting the ass, and she like, she protecting the baby, which 80% of women do. They try to protect their daughters or sons from getting an ass whipping. I'm not into hitting, but I think sometimes you got to lay the law down because sometimes kids take you for a joke. And a lot of parents out there in this day and age, the kids are taking the parents for jokes. And then when they go out in the streets, they take an adult for a joke and then adult light their ass up. You understand? It's not a good feeling when you in that courtroom, your son getting dishes thrown at him. The cops roughing your kids up. But society tells you, you hit your kids, we're going to come lock you up. Look, that's a myth. Come on. Between me and everyone else, I had that shit done to me. Cops like, well, just don't leave no scars, and left. The cops don't care about that. The cops rather you tend to your kids instead of them tending to their kids. You understand? So you always got to ask yourself, where has our morals and our ethics going as people?